everybody. William here from Florida in the United States. And I'm coming to you today from my secret underground bunker. Can you tell? Things look a little different in here, right? It's a secret and it's a bunker. Other people have bunkers, so I figured, why can't I have a bunker, right? Why not? Well, I'm glad you're joining me today. This is an interesting subject that's actually become near and dear to my heart. We're going to break away from the TV series that we've been doing lately. And today we're going to talk about foreign languages. Why Americans don't speak a foreign language. Let me rephrase that. About 25% of Americans can speak a foreign language and carry on a conversation with somebody. Spanish, Italian, French. About 25% of Americans can carry on a conversation. It was brought to my attention by one of the folks that I talk with on my YouTube channel. And they said, Uncle Billy, why? Why don't Americans speak a second language? And I'm like, I don't know. Because they can't. That was my only answer. Because they can't. Poor answer. And it's embarrassing, to say the least. And I've done something about it. And I'll come back to that in a little bit. Remember that, okay? But there are 25%. Now, with that being said, do you know what the official language of America is? The United States. What's the official language? Does anybody know? Huh? I didn't hear you. We don't have one. English is not the official language of these United States of America. Negative. We do not have an official language. Did you know that? Some of my students knew that. I didn't believe them until I looked it up. And it's true. Spanish is the second most spoken language here in the United States. English and Spanish. But English is what's taught in all the schools. It's what we speak. Since we broke away from the other people years ago, okay? We'll just let it go at that. Because now we're friends with those people. That's a good thing. So yeah, we don't speak, or English is not our official language. I'm looking at my notes because there's no way I can remember all this. One of the students brought to my attention, they said, well, you're isolated. You've got oceans on both sides of you, the Atlantic, the Pacific, and then you have the Canadians above us and Mexico below us. South America, we don't have like you have in Europe where you're free to roam around. We've got nowhere to go. Go to Canada, go to Mexico, that's it. And I can speak Canadian, eh? I can speak Canadian, eh? Real good. You want to go to a hockey game, eh? All you got to do is end every sentence with a. And you're a real Canadian, eh? If you go to Mexico, you better know Spanish. Because that's what they speak. They speak Spanish. Yeah. Now, with that being said, I'm going to embarrass myself. No, I'm not. But I've been taking Spanish lessons. Some of you know that, okay? Some of you know that. And I'm going to demonstrate my skills, okay? So bear with me and please laugh if you feel the need to, okay? I would I would be hurt if you didn't laugh at me. All right? Hold that thought. Okay. Now, my Spanish. Okay? Mi nombre es William. My name is William. That's fairly decent. Mi nombre es William. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Enacante di concertrate. It kills me every time because I can say it and then I can't say it. Okay? Would you like a drink? Queries uno babida. Babida. I don't know. My flight is at 1800. Mia Wule SA 1800. The V has the W sound. I will get a cab. Kono Sege Wire Un Taxi. I don't know if you can make that out or not. But this is the extent of my Spanish, and I practice every day. I read, listen, I memorize. I am getting better. Okay? And one day, I hope to have a conversation in Spanish. Okay? I will. I promise you. Do you have a Hollywood like we do in California where you make movies? I would like to know that. Do you have movie stars that like we do here? And I know the students always ask about them because they follow them. Hey, who's that movie star that was in that movie? I said, don't you have Hollywood in your country? Another thing, I remember growing up, 6 o'clock news is on. Everybody had to be quiet. Parents want to watch the 6 o'clock news. Do you have the 6 o'clock news in your country? It was a very important time of the day at our house. Very important part of the day. Yeah. But yeah, movies, TV shows. I don't know anything about your countries. And I would like to know. Who's famous in your country? Why don't we know more about your country? Because we live in a bubble. We live in a bubble over here. Or maybe we're lazy. I got no problem saying that. None at all. None at all. I hope to one day visit many of you. And I know I will. One of the favorite pastimes, I know people from YouTube tell me, and others, around 1 o'clock in the afternoon or so, our time, they enjoy watching the White House press when they ask questions when the press corps asks questions and the young lady can't answer the questions, or she won't. Or when the vice president and the president give speeches, they love it. It's like the comedy hour. They love watching our politics. They could tell you every red state and every blue state. They know more about our politics than a lot of the Americans that live here. They do. And they tell me who they would vote for. But I don't like to discuss politics. And I won't discuss it. They tell me and I listen and I laugh because they know what they're talking about. Yeah. So why don't more Americans have known and learned a foreign language? It's not taught in schools for the most part. Funding, they say, we don't have the money. Can't do it. Oh, bull, you got the money. You spend it on other stupid stuff. I'm not going to go into that either. But yeah, you have the money. You know what you did with it. Okay. I've said enough. We're going to learn a foreign language right here. And I'm going to talk to you in it. You're going to quiz me. Right? All right. Send me a message or something. All right? Let me hear from you. Give me your thoughts. I'd like to know. Okay, guys. Talk to you all soon. See ya.